Hey guys, coming back at you with Armory update number 15, and we are at this time we were at Clovis. Really good Armory. Love going to Clovis. Always a good time. Yes, I took Ira again. Um, she's in a much better place. I put a lot more testing into this list. I put a lot of yeah, I just this IR list felt a lot more fleshed out, though. I mean, I'm sure it would have worked out better had my autumn been hitting, but I did in my last game have two all blue hands that didn't really convert well. That I will be looking into. Um, I took out the E strikes for the torrent of tempos. Maybe I need to put something like that back in. Either E Strike or maybe I lean more into the Tiger or the Crouching Tiger build. Um, but I did really well. I had a good armory. I got second place again. My round one was against a good friend of mine named Justice. He was on Arachne, but not any of the Arachne you'd think. He was on Contract Arachne. He's in between heroes right now in his defense. He was an Azalea main from the time he started playing until she LL'd recently. And like he really is just in the works of putting Marlin together. So he just played around with what he had. So he's playing Contract Arachne. I'm playing Ira. This build I just said is it's a little bit more it has more gas in it, like a lot more go again. I was playing more mid range in my other build, but that has almost no game in the gravy, and with gravy being a large portion of the set right now, you have to respect that matchup. So I made changes accordingly for that matchup. Um, but yeah, uh, Contract Arachne. I was playing, as I said, like it's just Arachne at the end of the day. So you just play defensively. Um, I would pretty much let Dagger hit, and then if I needed to give him a card, other than that, I'd just wait on reactions, give him a D-react, and then send a good on-rate disruption turn. CNC, as I said, having 6 CNCs in your deck feels really strong. Having Humble right now in your deck, just being able to play Humble in your list feels really good because everyone needs their hero power right now. Um, and I mean, just having access to the toolbox list like Erase Face, being able to turn off mechs and anything like that, turn off brute turns, and I I'm still on the fence on the list, as I said, because I had those two all blue hands. So I probably will be updating it again, but that'll probably be next week's video. But yeah, I was able to just sit on rate, and this is kind of what mid range Arbor can do is if you play her that way, she can just send dagger or I call it dagger. It's sword. Send sword for one, and then any type of good on rate disruption like erase face, command and conquer, for 7. And if it's a ninja attack like the Vengeance CNC, you can pump it with your pump spells. I even was playing Lunging Strike, so I could pump my regular spells by 1. Not everyone's playing Lunging Strike in their build. I see some people play it, some people not. A lot of people are still on the Kodochi build. I'm not a fan of the Kodochi build. I do like the power of it and the aggroness of it. It's just I just really love the Okana Scar Rap play style. It's really fun. Um, so yeah, just able to block out with D reacts and sending on good on rate was enough to handle Contract Arachne. Unfortunately for Arachne, maybe one day OG Arachne will get some love. Hopefully one day OG Arachne gets some love, right? Round 2. So it was a buddy of mine, and he before the so it's a testament that he got to round 2 on a win because he goes to the tournament organizer, "Hey, round one just started, and I don't have my deck. I forgot it. I grabbed the wrong backpack, and I had Dio on me, fully built, because I'm practicing Dash and Ira for the Battle Hardened and Santa Rosa coming up. And I was like, I've got Dio built if you want to play her, and he's like, sure. So I tossed him Dio. He'd never played her, and he did well. He beat the first Ira he came across. He was playing more of the Tiger Ira build. I don't know how I feel about the Tiger Ira build. I've played with it. It just seems not right without the Kadochis, because you're just with the Kadochis it makes sense because you're just sending a bunch of single ones, like you're just continually slicing. But with Ira, you want to send more meaningful turns. Like in my opinion, like you want to have your hits like on hits, like your whirling Mist Blossom hit. That's why I run the Razor Reflexes still and so many pump spells. But with Dio, I just played the fatigue game. I'm running sigils in my list now because I was testing it out and I heard that it's really good for the Arachne matchup, which it feels really good into the Arachne matchup. If you don't have to block the damage if you just heal through the damage. So I just fat deck Dio with the blocking out with sigils and then the sirens build, and was able to heal through and fatigue her boosts. Basically, he got to the last card in his deck and went, "Oh, okay, well, good game." So it was a fun deck or a fun match because he played it really well. Like he played it like surgically. It was interesting to see a wizard player that has not much time, at least I don't think, on mech play the mech, because he played it pretty interestingly. And he did have some good lines. I think if he would have understood how to operate all of the lines, he would have done a little bit better. But he definitely didn't do bad, right? I mean, it is at the end of the day a 0 for 4 tribal deck. You're just going again, sending a massive amount of damage, boom grenades, cerebrums to help your turns out. So as long as you're doing that, it can't be that bad. There is some weird turns with Dio where you get all items and you're like, what do I do with this? Round three was into Fang. Yeah. This was a super interesting and eye-opening match. Their boots are cracked. His boots ate like 16 damage. Probably not 16, but like easily a good 10 damage from my sword. Probably 15. Yeah, it's probably a good 15 turn or 15. I probably had 15 attacks into him with that sword where his boots just blocked it for free every turn because he'd send his daggers and just erase the -1 off it. I'm like, well, balls, dude. It's like the nick damage is not there anymore. But yeah, it was a super close match. We got down to 2 each. We were on 2. But I had 2 consecutive all blue hands. Did not send any good on rate damage. As I said, he was covering my sword up with his boots. And then finally his fealties were online, and just having those 2 all blue hands really destroyed the tempo. The deck has been feeling great with the amount of blues I've been playing in it, but I hadn't had run into 2 all blue hands like that. Like I've ran into an all blue hand before, but never 2 back to back. Usually I can recover from an all blue hand because you're healing or setting up or defending enough to where that turn point was enough to make it not be behind. This didn't. These 2 blue hands just they did not convert at all. And it was really into my second cycle, so that shows me I need to start watching what I'm pitching with Ira, because I was into my second cycle and hitting just really bad hands. So Fang played it well though, super good, super fun match. Uh, Shout out to Clovis for giving the gold pack to the winner. Well, it wasn't me. I got second, but Victor got first, and it's cool to see shops do that. Um, we didn't. I don't think anyone even got anything good. Even Victor, he said like, yeah, I got like a sloop out of my gold pack. But yeah, it was a fun night though. I think this was like one of the better nights of Flesh and Blood that I've had with a long time. It felt really strong playing Ira. Ira had good matchups into the field. I didn't see any matchup where I was just like, oh, I don't want to play that. Like, I don't know if I don't have a game into that. It's like I have a pretty much a game plan into everyone. I just gotta work on the all blue hands, I think, and we'll get there. But yeah, it was a good time down at Clovis, and that's it for. Well, I should mention I'll have the deck profile in February at February, however you say that, and down below, so you'll have the deck list, and yeah, stay tuned for next week. We appreciate you guys. Later.